Hello everybody and welcome to the end of pick phase. You remember that replay bug? It got even worse. So Learn Dota 2
We're
League
assuming it's a bug. What if it's intentional?
That would be weird. Learn Dota 2 League Season 17, Week 2. Today, we're taking a look at Nick, the Lotus Orbange Chicken, taking on Block of Cheddar, the White Joel Birch team. And usually we go through pick phase and talk about all that nonsense and what have you, but instead this time we're unfortunately just gonna have to look at this and make a decision. Okay, Randy, who do you think won pick phase? We don't have all day now. All right, moving on to the game. Oh, that was Discord hanging.
Nice.
That always seems to happen now when I start a recording. That's very unfortunate. Anyway, all right, Randy. I was telling you to pick a favorite, pick the better draft, while Discord was out, but unfortunately, Discord had died, and I gave you a time limit, and like I gotta stand by that time limit. I can't look like some kind of chump.
My favorite is the Beastmaster mid team.
The Beastmaster mid team. Hold on, I didn't even notice that.
Joel is playing, so I assume.
Joel is playing Beastmaster. Fascinating stuff. Hey, before we get too far into this game, Randy, is there anything you'd like to say to Dusty?
To Dusty, no. I apologize for nothing.
Nothing? So you stand by your Vex Brewmother comments from last week?
I apologize to everyone in LE2L from the US, everyone especially in Canada, but to all the British, I apologize for nothing.
I would like to say for the record that Randy's opinion does not match, or it is not officially supported or sponsored by my own. I do not believe that there was a particular comparison to the Brewmother last time, and I don't believe there is now. Who the hell is 2X Dogga?
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, I don't know. He's in the game though.
The world will have you.
The way
Worms
he's
will have you.
The way his name is okay. Everybody is saying everything.
Even Slex lines? I saw a Reddit post today where like Slex is getting called out for his friends for being toxic in Dota. It's like some kind of like
a brand new assessment only unlocked now. Haven't we been saying this as like a Dota playing society for like years? I don't think anybody cares at this point. I think everybody know that Flax tilts, and I don't think anybody actually gives a hoot. First blood on the Lion. Well, that's happening. And that seems like a good time as any to go down our lineup. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
For Lotus Orbange Chicken. Pause 1 on the Wraith King. You've got Evolution Pyro on the Wraith King, as I already said. Pause 2, you've got whoever 2X Doggat is on the Death Prophet. Pause 3, you've got Nick, captain of the team, one of the rare Pause 3 captains on the Omni Knight. Pause 4, you got Ghouls on the Lion. I believe the original Pause 4 for this team is not going to be in the season after all and has been replaced. And Pause 5, you've got Otto von Bismarck on the Doom. By the way, Ghoul on Lion. On the other side of the coin, on Block of Cheddar, Pause 1, you've got the Luna being played by Coffee Cat. Pause 2, you've got Beastmaster being played by the White Joel Birch. Pause 3, captain of the team, by the way. Pause 3, on the Abaddon, you've got Dusty. Pause 4, you've got Shone on the Spirit Breaker. And Pause 5, currently taking a dirt nap, you have Sabo on the Witch Doctor. I got told by somebody in the meantime that I correctly predicted nearly every series that happened this week. The only problem is I forgot what all my predictions were, or in fact, what games have been played if I'm not actively looking at the list. So, sadly, I don't know if, I can't really take all that much credit for it.
I also did that in week 1, it's kind of a trend this year.
Well, who did that in week 1? What happened now?
Alright, I saw, like, in LD2O chat, somebody was like, oh, I got everything but one right.
Space Cowboy, yeah. He was the one who told me. So apparently I got everything but 2 right, apparently. So his predictions were just very, very slightly better than mine. And we got a deny.
I'm gonna pause one, interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause one. It feels like it's been ages since we've seen people actually play this hero in this league. Okay, what the hell happened to Spirit Breaker? He's just not watching his HP, getting killed by that war of attrition. Wraith King is getting very low here. They have gotten the kill, rather. That was like a split kill? Okay, no, it just was highlighting the wrong person for some reason. They have gotten a kill on this Wraith King, but they do definitely have to be careful about this laying down a bot. I really, really, really heavily disfavor the Lotus Orbange chicken lineup in this particular safe lane. In the actual game itself, this is going to be a bit of a different story at least, but in lane phase, like, you know, once a couple levels, like once these guys are level 4, level 5, this Wraith King is gonna, like, this Wraith King is gonna be terrified to even get close to this lane, or at least should be terrified to get close to this lane.
The convenient thing is the Wraith King doesn't care. He can, like, once he has 3 levels and skellies, he can literally jungle with the same efficiency as laning.
True. Only problem is these guys can just chase you in the jungle with the same efficiency as chasing you in the lane.
Well, they can, but will they?
Good question.
It's Dusty's. Pretty aggressive. Like a certain other player. Okay, anyway. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love Dusty. I'm part of the Dusty fan club.
Who else? Who were you making that comparison to? You didn't name a name.
The banana stand.
Of course, yes.
Even more morose than what I said last time.
Yeah. If Dusty was already gonna see your ass, he's gonna see your ass hard now. You're never gonna get out of court after comparing him to the goddamn banana stand.
What can you do?
Autobahn Bismarck in the juke position down a bot, getting punched in the face. A little bit of revenge for the spill Spirit Breaker took earlier. I will say, I think I generally favor the Dire lineup in all the lanes, but I think I generally favor the Radiant lineup after lane phase ends. Like, once lane phase is over, these guys should all be having a great time. Like, Abaddon, without anybody who's actually, like, doing damage for a very long time on his team, is going to be able to keep people silenced and kill them over the course of 15 minutes. Okay. Spirit Breaker lost the war of attrition again. I don't know why Dusty doesn't just turn around and immediately start swinging when he's got the curse stacks under. Jesus Christ! What is happening here? See how this comes out. It's just all the buttons get pressed on poor Luna, just a little too close to the lane there. You hate to see it. But
it's hard to make out like the Luna Wraith King matchup because it's these heroes have never been like parity as far as balance. So like when one of them is good, one of them is kind of bad. Wraith King is good right now, Luna's bad. So if Luna has a bad win rate against Wraith King, like what does that mean? Doesn't mean much.
Not much. Well, I mean, I could tell you this much. Here's something I immediately don't like about it. Wraith King hits this button No, sorry. Wraith King hits this button, and suddenly, goddamn, guys, can I make a single point without somebody dying? Like, Christ. Somebody dying from nearly full, no less. Goodbye, Joel.
What?
Just gets
I don't
run over in the
understand
first
what that
exo.
did. That's exorcism, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't even
kinda-
notice because the funny exorcism like effect.
Oh, yeah. Crap, that reminds me, hold on. So, okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, fuck, stop looking at the
That's
screen.
close. Come
Luckily,
on, bro.
luckily, I did not see that. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. Wait, how do I actually do that? How do I change my weather?
I don't fucking know. I've never done that in my life.
We're gonna
How's
do
it
this
dark?
live.
Well, it's not like special ghosts.
Okay, there we go. Oh crap, that doesn't change it. Sorry, Copycat. It'll happen next game.
What can you do?
Aw man, that means I'm gonna have to like find that screen again when we get to the end of the replay. That's okay.
Man is getting pung.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Man's getting charged is what he's getting. Man is no longer getting charged is what he's getting. First Exo gets a kill and takes out the tower here. It's a pretty nasty experience to say the least. He is up on the last hits by a pretty decent margin, but I feel like ending lane phase like that is a little rough. Especially considering DP is missing almost nothing of her own tower. It's going to give her a lot of freedom to just basically do whatever the hell she wants for a little while, I think. And has a nice free open lane for somebody to come to if they're, say, laning against a Badman Spirit Breaker, which is a not so nice place to be. Dusty does not really care about this Wraith King guy. He is more than willing to just beat up the poor Doom over and over, which I cannot say I feel like is very conducive to generally winning. A lot of resources being used. Nick is just trying to body block here. Abaddon very, very low on mana. No matter how badly he wants it, cannot actually like keep going here, really. And again, Joel rotates, gets the Beastmaster Roar out, but again, not on the Wraith King. They are fine to not kill this guy, not even pop the Resurrection on him. Somebody is just not scared of Evolution Pyro on this team, I guess. Somebody does not respect his Wraith King. Feels like through lane phase, which is likely soon to end. Doesn't feel like they've ever hit like him at all, basically. Heck, he's even up for denies. They haven't even been just like starving him dry. They're gonna get the curse here, so they are actually gonna get the first life finally for all this time. Are not particularly interested in chasing this to a second life. Lots of skeletons around, but these guys are all going to die as soon as the shield pops. Spirit Breaker very kindly giving the Lotus to Abaddon. Honestly, if I were Spirit Breaker right now, I think I would just TP home and do just exactly that again. Just TP home, heal back up to full, and then just come right back. Joel is close though. He is close, but they're not going to find any Wraith Kings down here. In fact, he's TPing out to mid. He's feeling a little pressure. Wraith King is just gone. No longer on this wave.
So yeah, you see the mid, it moved up, and you just go mid. It's the classic pause one move.
Yep. Especially in a situation like this, like I said, it's a very free decision for the Wraith King to make. Is the only guy who can actually chase the Wraith King there really is the Spirit Breaker, who you've already shown that you have no real trouble beating with this guy. awkward time for that Abaddon ult. Super awkward time for the Abaddon ult. Got actually no healing off of it. Very awkward fight as Dire is split up 4 ways around a united Radiant. Beastmaster ult comes out on the DP, does get a very free looking kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ghouls getting beat up by Boars. Boars actually do the job on the Lion. Doom takes a spill to follow.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Abaddon sitting there at almost no HP at all.
Gonna charge on the Amitsu.
No HP, no mana.
There's the Wraith King here though.
He's in
sure.
fact so low, he's not even going to
Here's
regen a
no.
Aquatic Shield anytime soon. This is a baller Death Ward though.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Good split actually.
Evolution Pyro is going to try and armlet toggle that, but does not actually get through it. At least gets to see the Witch Doctor who did it to him die.
I'm not sure I'm not happy about that, but
Oh, hate to see that. Also, Joel just denied an Invis rune. I'm not sure why he did that.
doesn't need it. Maybe he had like a border or something.
Yeah, most likely just had the board do it, but very interesting gameplay.
Didn't want to bother like leaving this lane.
Didn't want to bother being invisible. Luna's got Vladimir's Offering. That's interesting. I cannot tell you when's the last time I saw. Yeah, I cannot tell you the last time I saw Vlad's on a pause 1.
Is this what you do? Huh? I mean, maybe it is. We had some strategy.
Yeah,
on this.
I'm not hip with the Luna builds, but I do feel like Mask Disassemble is probably the way to go. Cannot really. I mean, it's got great stats for Luna. It's just like, if you really want Vladimir's Offering like this bad, just beg and plead a bad until he gets it.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very odd thing to get. Take a look at the net worth charts here. Beastmaster is actually sitting all the way on top. Not a bad place to be for the Beastmaster, who's actually getting very close to the Aghanim Scepter, which used to be downright OP and is now okay. The pause 3s in both lanes didn't really have a good game so far, it feels like. Both the Omni and the Abaddon feel pretty far behind, and it feels like neither of them are going to have super big impact, at least in terms of their itemization. Unfortunately, I feel like in that situation, it's currently favoring old Nick. It's currently favoring the Omni Knight. You know, they're both going to have the same value at about this much money, I think. But the problem is that, you know, Abaddon has that much value on a team that's got some damage issues, on a team that's got some long-term question marks, I think, in its prospects.
I'm not sure any team with the Witch Doctor has either of those things, I'll be honest with you.
I don't think he's that good anymore. I think you need damage on at least one ear cores. And the problem is this guy ain't ever going to really have it. He's going to have a lot of control. He's going to have a lot of damage if he gets to fight for 18 hours, but that's it. The Luna is never going to really have damage unless this game goes a million minutes and she lives through all of it. Doom has the bright idea to doom Abaddon when he has not ulted yet. It goes exactly as well as it sounds.
He's not getting any health. Like, is he dead here? Less take? Almost.
That's, yeah, that's not exactly what you want in a team fight. I don't think you doom the Abaddon. I don't think you doomed the Abaddon. Why did Spearbreaker stop the charge there? That's interesting. Got confident he wasn't going to be needed there, I guess. It ultimately was the case. I think they maybe made the decision a little early on that front, but it was correct after all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Anywho, here's the big worry though. I mean, especially if you do wanna put all your damage eggs in the Witch Doctor basket, here's a big problem for you. This works 1 life. This man has 2. No matter what happens. And he also got 2 stuns on the Lion, a silence on the Death Prophet. If you really need to get rid of that boy, you got Doom. Unfortunately, no matter how bad the damage gap is, or at least should be, doesn't really matter when you're taking a
Oh man,
consecutive
we're just
stream
getting, like,
of
corridored here.
3 or 4 on ones.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Echo
Just walk
Saber
through the
after that.
hallway, killing everybody they find.
Radiant's
And
middle
Death
tower
Prophet
has
gets
fallen.
tipped. I don't know why Death Prophet is getting I don't even know who Death Prophet is, to be
Radiant's
honest
middle
with you.
tower is under attack.
Somebody named 2X Dogga. Who does not have like a pro name or anything.
Radiant's
T2
middle
mid
tower
taken
has
out here
fallen.
at 16 minutes. And I guess, funnily enough, you know, not often to say this on a team with a Luna, but these guys can definitely end this before the Wraith King comes online. Which I do feel like is kind of like...
Tower is under attack.
I feel like Wraith King is pretty fatalistic this game. DP is just like stupid good, even if she's been doing bad. That's not necessarily, you know, we saw one of the games you didn't see actually. We've seen a DP who got completely smothered, being played by US Danny, end up coming back and having like a pretty decent game on it anyway. And I don't think anybody does anything to the Wraith King. I think they're just gonna really struggle to actually kill this guy. Not gonna struggle to kill his geek teammates at this point though.
So if everyone dies that quickly, Wraith King has to 1v5. Like, it's not a good looking game.
Yeah, that's true. I think the Radiant is really not acknowledging the upsides they have. This juncture, I think, okay, well, it's pulling the DP
man.
over here. That
You're killing them
sucks.
under T3s. Oh boy.
Tower is under attack.
Not even 20
there we
minutes
go.
yet.
Radiant's middle
So, if you want to avoid the fact that your Abaddon does no damage, just simply decide the game before he starts doing no damage. There you go.
middle base has fallen.
Would have been funny if Doom just turned around and doomed him at the last second just to
Is under attack.
show him he means business.
Are fortified.
Glyph coming out here is going to save time for the DP to come up. Wraith King has his Radiance if he's ever going to actually be in a fight in this game. He's decided he is. Wraith King is here. It's a really good Lion stun, actually. Exo coming out. Exo coming out, but DP is really hesitant to actually go in. Okay, 3-man silence.
Triple stones.
This
Nice.
is suddenly really good looking. Witch Doctor Cask
Oh, they're gonna
is
pull out.
pretty unpleasant.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, they can try to pull out at any rate.
Top tower.
Great Omni ult. Goodbye, everybody.
Radiant's
Okay, well, the game looked like it was about to end, and then all these guys just got
Irritating,
clobbered.
But like, they got Rex, so it's just
Yeah, they
another-
got-
secretly
got a
another
Rex.
get Rex and then die. Classic.
Yeah. It is still bad. If this Wraith King, it doesn't matter how many racks these guys take, unless they get megas. Wraith King comes online, this game is still fairly over. Because there's no world Luna does anything in this game. That's really the biggest issue. And this is just too bad for Luna. Like, this guy hits this button in the middle of a fight, and it ruins her ult. It also just makes her glaze bounce around to useless targets all the time. It's horrible. He just
Click a few times, right? You click
Yeah.
for like 6
You-
seconds
you
and
click-
then all the skellies are dead.
You click for a few times, but the problem is, you click for a few seconds and all the skellies are dead, but you can't afford to do that as Luna. You need your glaze to be hitting, like, relevant people over and over in fights,
Maybe.
not skeletons.
They've proven they can win fights without the Luna at this
True.
moment, so
Yeah, hence the Wraith King does still
delayed
need to come
fights,
online.
Like, Abba delayed fights, those are two, like, annoying targets. It takes a lot of attention, so I don't know if it's that bad, really.
I don't know, I think it's terrible. I think the big issue is eventually going to be, eventually this man is going to stop dying. This man right here is going to stop dying in a half second. He's Omni Knight. And he's not exactly made of cottage cheese. Eventually, the Death Prophet is just going to finish the Shivas and start killing people, because that's really all you need on that particular hero. The question is does that eventuality come?
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Which that's still definitely a question mark.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Rip to Doom's courier and rip to Doom. Exo coming out. What?
Alrighty.
Dire's top
Huh?
tower is under attack.
This is a very interesting DP ult. DP hits Exo, 4-man smoke comes out as all these guys is
Radiant's
back.
bottom
So,
barracks are under
It's,
attack.
misclicketh, you know, it happens to
Maybe.
them.
Attack.
Maybe. They're now going Rochewards. Oh, it should be pretty easy.
Roshan has fallen to die.
Alright, Luna's got the Aegis. Feels like at this point you definitely want that on the Beastmaster, but I hate fake DP. They saw that illusion not pop their smoke and they still went all in on it. That's very sad. You have to show DP what these guys can do, I guess. Wraith King's got the Black King bar queued up. I don't think that one's going to be the one that's going to do it in this game, to be honest with you. I don't think BKB actually stops enough on that team to warrant it at all. Like, pretty much, it stops Cask and it stops Curse of Avernus, and that's literally the only things it does for you, basically. Well, you already got anti-eclipse technology.
It stops it. It doesn't mean it
Does
doesn't
stop
stop it.
Well, that's what I was getting to. That's the two things you care about. That's the two things that like you would care enough about to buy BKB for. Since you have
Yeah, I mean, typically, not a typical carry by BKB and delete lure from the game, but
yeah. Yeah, Wraith King does not even need that. Radiant does not need Rax.
Has fallen.
Okay, Abaddon just lost most of his health. The classic Exorcism and then immediately get ding. On one hand, they are not accepting the right click and walk away this time. On the other hand, going on the Witch Doctor might not be the way to go about it. Clips isn't really doing much here. Wraith King at the back of the fight. Beastmaster is the one who's doomed. He's gonna go down here. Pyro is walking away. I don't really think he should be. I think if you're Pyro, you're happy to just take the reincarnate
Sure,
here.
no
Just go
mana.
again. Oh, you're right, yeah. Coffee Cat with the very, very ambitious TP turns that into a wipe.
So mana
So-
usage is an issue, it
Is under
seems.
attack.
Yeah, for the Wraith King it is, anyway. Living was an issue there on the Dire, who had 6 lives to go uphill. Took 2. One ranged Rax and lost everybody for it. 3,000 gold swing. It's not great. Luna's first fight out, she actually got an Eclipse out in a pretty good situation, actually. Because Wraith King was in the back lines. He wasn't even close to where Luna was. Wasn't like a wave near her or anything. But a lot of the Eclipse got soaked up, and a lot of the Eclipse also got spread out enough that what there was left did very little damage. Wraith King now at the top of the net worth charts. And has also finished his BKB, though again, I do feel like in this game that's of sort of dubious value. It's certainly not gonna help them get on top. Wraith King's really no stronger than he was a minute ago. But then, a minute ago, Wraith King killed all these guys, so like, there's that. Dire Tormentor goes down to get Spearbreaker, his really weird shard.
It's a useless shard, yes.
It was OP, like, in one patch. It just basically, just let you eat some random ability and take nothing from it.
I don't know, maybe it's still OP. I'm not sure.
I would be very surprised. Spearbreaker almost just charges into pain right there. It's very, very close to a very, very unfortunate situation. Puts the brakes on at the last second, though. I hate to say it, but it feels like if there's an Achilles heel on this team right now, it feels like it's the Death Prophet. Feels like, this game would be a lot less, like, hairy for the Radiant right now. I would not be scared as a Radiant right now if Death Prophet was having something that, like, kind of looked like a game, but she's unfortunately really not. Feels like some of the Exos were just so awkwardly timed. Feels like some of the, a few times in the early game she just let herself spill. And, not so good timing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dire is now going to do the second Tormentor here. Exo coming in from the back.
That's just a
Luna ult comes in.
BKB,
and
useless. Very nice. Oh my god, that's such a sad eclipse.
You didn't even need to do it. The Wisdom Rune just sitting in the middle of this fight. You'll love to see it.
If I'm being fair, most of the beams hit him, but he's dying.
Okay. And EP buys back. And dies
I was about
instantly.
to say that's Luna in a nutshell right there, but actually it's not because she's winning.
There you go.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Really, I think the big tide turner in that specific encounter was,
Radiant's
oh, everybody's tipping the hell out of DP. I think the big tide turner in that particular encounter, the DP just let herself get into a bad situation in that fight and just died in very short order. And all the skills kind of went out of the wrong people in that fight. I mean, what you'd really want in an ideal world as this base is falling apart, what you'd really want in the ideal world is for the Beastmaster to get doomed. You'd want the Beast to get doomed, you'd want a stun for the Witch Doctor, and you'd want to, ideally, do things to sideline or ignore the Luna as much as possible. That did not happen.
No, we all
least it didn't
die.
happen in time.
We got Rex. Okay, maybe Joel with the double damage will just kill everybody.
Yeah, he's got double damage in, he's got BKB. Wraith King actually just died before his ult came up.
Unfortunate.
Omni buys back. DP is gonna try and do
Joel's on the
something about
case.
this.
Mega creep.
Yeah, the Beastmaster is gonna go down for this, but he's
Why am
gonna
I
take it
not
the final
happy?
back. Yeah, it's gonna take the final Rex, yeah. Why am I not happy indeed? Spearbreaker, gonna charge down, snipe this Wisdom Rune. poor DP, all she can do is just fruitlessly drop her Veil of Discord in protest. Picked up a Shroud, by the way, before finishing the Shiva's Guard, which, I don't know, I don't like that at all here. I mean, again, yeah, you have the funny Eclipse, I get that, but wouldn't you rather build for, you know, build for the thing that's kind of tearing you apart right now? Wouldn't you rather build around the Luna right-click? Wouldn't you rather build around the Abaddon? I mean, maybe she's just really scared of the Drums of Sloam, which is a possibility. Problem is, though, is like, come on, just doom him. Just doom this guy. Why allow the Beastmaster to not get doomed? Who else are you gonna doom? You know what I mean? Like, dooming Abaddon is pretty much useless. Dooming Luna doesn't really do anything. All she's missing at that point is just one button. Dooming Witch Doctor is incredible overkill when you have so many other things to deal with him, and he doesn't have a BKB to do anything about that. And, I mean, dooming the Spirit Breaker is just a grief, so just doom the Beastmaster, you know what I'm saying? Don't build around Drums of Sloam, just get rid of them. Don't allow them to be.
Ping, okay.
Also true. But I mean, that's just like a coordination
do whatever's
factor.
available at that rate, you know?
It's a coordination factor thing, I think, going on here, perhaps. You know, if DP got this because of Drums of Sloam, it means that she is either not trusting Doom or not thinking about that fact. That's not a good situation to be in. That's a communication fault right there. Well, it's either a communication fault or it's a morale fault, but I don't think DP, whoever this guy is, has any reason to hate Otto von Bismarck that bad, right? Has at least now finished up the Shivas, which could have been a very big item to have in the last team fight. This is a ridiculously good Shivas game, all things considered. I mean, here's the hallmark of any good Shivas game. Are you ready? You hit Shiva's Guard on somebody. Oh, they take 15% more damage from Finger of Death. They take 15% more damage from Finger of Death. It's a lot of damage, buddy. That might be,
Is this item OP right now anyway?
yeah.
Pretty sure. People buy it regardless of whether it's in a good situation.
I don't think it's OP enough to be, like,
Roshan has
bought
fallen to the dark.
regardless of a good situation. I think the thing that makes
Well, I'm not
Shiva's
saying
Guards...
that it is. I'm saying that
Yeah,
people buy
will.
it regardless.
But what I'm saying is, in a game that looks like this, it's like you want to really prioritize that thing. The thing that makes Shiva's Guard good is not the Shiva's Guard itself. Its number certainly ain't bad. It's the thing it builds from certainly ain't bad. Even in the worst game, it's going to be like a 3 or 4 out of 10. But you don't get it because it's super good in every game. In fact, in some games, you just don't even get the thing. It's just not worth the money. It's really good because when it is good, it's just monstrously good. 15% more damage. It gives you the old Veil of Discord effect, but more, and it... Oh. Okay, we do have the Doom on the correct target this time. And indeed, the Beastmaster is collapsing very short order. Eclipse is going to accomplish very little in the wayside, but unfortunately at this juncture, it's too little too late for the Radiant, really. Second life for Wraith King, and to say the least, I don't think he's going to accomplish much of anything. And that, as they say, is that! And here comes a screen that, well, I don't think actually, because I clicked away from it, but maybe. Here comes a screen that I accidentally looked at earlier. Well, I didn't accidentally look at it, but you did. Here's the thing about this game. I think this is just an organizational collapse on the Nick team's part. Which is a bit surprising. They had a very strong organizational showing in week 1. Maybe it's just because a lot of parts change on this team between week 1 and week 2. I mean, 3 of the 5 guys here are the same as last time, right? Say it's a different lineup to say the least. But it felt like didn't really feel like the Nick team really understood how it wins this game, which is to say hold off and go late. It felt like they spent a lot of that like 15 to 30 minute mark. I mean, I say 30-minute mark. The game was 30 minutes. They spent that like, 10 to 20 minute mark trying to go out, trying to prowl around, trying to search for kills, when in reality, what they really should have been doing is using their very tanky Omni Knight, their very split push capable DP who started out with the Boots of Travels after all, and their annoying support line and the line in Doom to just skirmish and buy time for Death Prophet to dig back out of the hole and start turning things around. But I feel like they did not acknowledge how far down they were in team fights early on. The YJoel Birch team was just wanting to turn up the heat, and I don't know if the Nick team could stand it. What do you think, Randy?
Dusty is having a pretty good season under the hood here so far.
Does his season remind you of anybody else's season, Randy?
No.
A 100% Dusty original season?
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's
Guys,
see.
it seems like guys is owning every game I see him in.
Let's see what happens next time.